Alright, so I wanted to do a video that was laid back and just talked about an idea that I was thinking about this weekend. So one of the things that I realize is you can get into a mode in the stock market when you're doing individual stock investing. It's pretty easy sometimes to get into this mode where we just react. We're constantly bombarded with different news alerts, different things that are happening, earnings calls, reactions to earnings calls. We follow different people that talk about and analyze different stocks, and you can go bouncing through the week from news alert to message to tweet this and video that, and you can get to the end of the week and just not even really be able to think about what happened in the stock market. And so one of the things that I've tried to build into my system is on the weekend, when the noise hopefully settles down a little bit with the market, I try to take a little time, if at all possible, usually about an hour maybe on Saturday or Sunday, and just kind of reflect. What did I miss? What did I react to that I wish I hadn't reacted to? Or what opportunity is there out there that maybe I hadn't even really taken the time to really digest and think about? And while I was thinking about it this weekend, I invest in Tesla, so I pay attention to their earnings call like usual. And Elon talked about something on Tesla's earnings call that he's mentioned before. This wasn't the first time, but Tesla, in their drive to try to speed up the process of sustainable energy and electrification and all that kind of thing, their idea is that they want to always remove the bottleneck to speed up the process, which is fantastic. As a Tesla investor, I love that. I love that that's their goal, that's their mantra, that's their MO. And so one of the things that he mentioned again on this earnings call that he's kind of talked about before is the supply chain when it comes to the mining materials. I don't think Tesla really wants to become a miner. They don't really want to vertically integrate all the different material mining that they need, but they will if they have to. And that he's made that clear in the past, and then he's appealed to the different suppliers to say, hey, we'll buy everything you can produce, and please ramp up production of lithium and nickel and all that kind of stuff as fast as possible. So I guess that part didn't surprise me at all to hear that again on the earnings call. What surprised me was to see how the market reacted to that. And it seemed like every lithium company specifically sold off more the next day after he said that than all the other stocks. Even though the market is going down, you can kind of see some trends, and it seemed like there were several news alerts pointing out that companies like Lithium America sold off 4 or 5%, while the rest of the market sold off only a small amount that day. So I think there's a misunderstanding there and a misreaction there. If I understand things properly, if you're watching this video, you're on my channel, you've probably watched my previous Lithium America's video, and you heard me talk about how slow the mining industry is, and lithium mining as a whole is having a hard time keeping up. And so when I hear Elon say that they have some exciting things coming in the future, they hope to announce maybe in the next earnings call or two, that's in reference to their supply of mining materials, specifically lithium. I don't think he wants to go start a mining division of Tesla, a lithium mining division. I don't think that's what he's saying. And I kind of think that's how the market is reacting when they sell off all the lithium stocks. What I'm picturing is, if I'm Elon and I have all the tools at Tesla's disposal, what would I do? I would look for the best opportunity to buy an already active lithium mining company. They have the money. they could acquire and incorporate that mining company into Tesla and Teslarize it, make it more productive. And I think they could let the current contracts that they have with other EV companies expire gradually, and then be able to bring all of that production in-house over time. Now, one of the things I think of is, if I were them, wouldn't I love the idea of buying out Lithium Americas? Their property in Nevada would be strategically located in a fantastic spot. It's the largest known lithium deposit in North America. Like, why wouldn't they want that? Now, as a Lithium Americas investor, would I like to see Tesla buy it out? No, I wouldn't, because I invest in it for the long haul, and they haven't even got to production yet, and I would much rather own this stock for a long time. So for me, as a Lithium Americas investor, I would think I would really love to see Tesla partner with a lithium company like Lithium Americas. But thinking strictly from Tesla's perspective, I don't see why they wouldn't just buy it out completely. But maybe doing a partnership where they lock in, a huge amount of production, that would be good enough, and let Lithium Americas still exist as its own company. I'm not sure. But ultimately, it didn't make sense to me at all for all the lithium companies to sell off in reaction to Elon saying they're looking at getting in the game. It really doesn't make sense, because Tesla, if they start from scratch, it's going to take a long time for them. Even though we're used to Tesla doing things at Mach speed, it's going to take them a long time to find the land, to buy the land, to get the approvals, and cross all the T's, dot all the I's, do everything that they have to get a mining production up and running, versus just buying one that already exists. And if you believe that's the direction that they're going to go, why in the world would you sell out of any potential company, whether it's Lithium Americas or some other lithium company? Why would you sell out of any of them? Because the richest man in the world might decide that one of his companies is going to go on a shopping spree. If they buy it out, at least you're going to get a premium on the stock price as it exists at the time that they buy it out. If they choose your company as a partner, you would think that would be a huge boost to whichever company they choose. So selling out of any of them at this point just seems crazy. And I think that's a glimpse of what's going on all across the stock market right now. People are looking for anything to react to, and they're reacting negatively to almost everything. That's why you see on these earnings calls, a lot of companies that are putting up stellar numbers are still just fighting to tread water. And they're still going down some days, even right after announcing like unbelievable earnings. It makes sense why Tesla sold off, now that we know that Elon sold an incredible amount of stock to raise capital for his Twitter deal going on. But Apple and Microsoft and Google, Amazon, all these companies are under such pressure, and investors are just looking for any reason to sell out. And I think that's what happened with these lithium companies. And so if you're not already invested in a lithium company, I'd encourage you to spend some time, do some due diligence, and really think about, may this be a great entry point for you. If you haven't already watched my Lithium Americas video where I talk about Chris Camillo and ask the question, is he crazy? This would be a great time to go back and watch that and review it and understand why I choose to invest in Lithium Americas, and make your own decision. All right, I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you have a great day.